Kinda some old school player shit, you know what I'm saying?
Boy, I dug deep for this cut, man. What you gonna do with this shit?
Shit, play. Niggas be talking. You know what I'm saying? We do this shit over here, you know what I'm saying? This that shit, we be grinding. So other niggas will do that shit, but they gonna have to pay us up front this time. Last time,
Good afternoon, fellas.
What's going on with you?
How y'all living?
Life's good. Life's great.
Okay, introduce yourself one at a time, please.
I'm Shooter. You already know what's up. Generational music. Being here, glad to be here.
Okay, I appreciate it.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy T Nance, man. T.Nance, you know what I'm saying? Generational music. So nonchalant.
Okay.
Nonchalant Publishing. Let's get it.
All right, so my first question is, why y'all be saying top of the pyramid? I ain't never heard that before.
I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't gonna lie to you though, man. My boy ATM Music put me on that, man. That was our greetings every morning, man. Like, it could be any time. I guess when we talk to each other, that'd be the first thing we say to each other, man. Like, and I guess that's just really like, what's up? Let's get it.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, stuck for sure. ATM got his whole own lingo anyway, so.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so how y'all meet ATM to even get to this point?
Well, me, I know Nance since like middle school, man. Hughes days, man. And shoot, bro, it's crazy because his peoples is cool with my people. So like the music thing came in, all of us knowing each other, man. Shout out to Nick Brown, man. That's my boy. But they made that happen for us.
Okay, so did you meet him through T?
Oh yeah, we were working. We just had the label started. He's like, I got a dope ass artist, and then as soon as we heard that shit, we was like, yo, gotta get him. Like,
Okay. Okay, so all y'all rap, all y'all produce?
Well, yeah. Rappers, producers, videographers, but like most of us, I produce and engineer and rap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, speaking of that, I'm working on the tape with Shooter right now. Politics as Usual, Part 2.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's coming along real good, man. Like, we campaigning right now, making sure, you know,
get the word out.
We got the word out, man.
Let people know what's up this time around. You know what I'm saying? When we did the first one, it was more for me just getting back in my hip hop shit. Like, I'm gonna get in my bag right quick and just bar it to death.
Okay.
And then we just put it out and let it get an organic reception. But this time around, we're gonna really take more of a rollout approach.
Yeah. Okay, because I listened to yours when you sent me the full album.
Right.
And it got, production-wise, it got like a Reasonable Doubt feeling to it.
Yeah, man. You know, we grew up on that, man. Like, I love that time, bro. Like, I guess it just rubbing off into my music still to this day. Like, I guess trying to keep it there. But, you know, the sound now is very different.
Yeah, but see, when I looked at it, it ain't like you dropped it 20 years ago. And so I'm assuming you either around my age or you just really like lyrical music.
Man, both. To be honest with you, both, bro. Like, I mean, listen, I'm an 80s baby, man. Born 86.
Oh, yeah.
So I seen the eras change, bro. So from pop, that's my favorite artist.
Okay.
Biggie around that time. Then you got the Jay-Z, the Nas. Then you started getting like with the Mobb Deeps, and then boom, Atlanta kicked in. Man, listen, Goody Mob, Outkast, bro. I'm from that era, bro. So like that soul, I don't know what the word is for, but like that time, man. When they was making that music,
you had to really be able to rap. Like, I got 5 brothers and 5 sisters and shit. So me being the youngest, all of them did music and shit too. And my first couple of raps, they were just like, shit whack. You gotta spit. Like, we ain't no that bubblegum Soldier Boy shit y'all dance.
Yeah.
My big brother was like, nah, you gonna do it this way, or that shit whack. So I just became lyrical kind of by default. That's what I grew up on, type of shit.
So you had in-house competition.
Oh God,
yeah.
So you the oldest, the youngest?
I'm the baby.
Oh damn, that's probably the worst, then.
Yeah. You get it.
So do any of your brothers and sisters currently make music?
Oh nah, man, they all in their family lives now, but at the time, like shit, my brother Boom, he's from Clemson. He was working with Grand Hustle, like countless songs with T.I. did a lot of mixtapes with him. Just ran with their camp, open for him, shit like that. But that's probably the scale he kind of left it. They kind of fell in love with the business side.
Okay, so he's more on the business side currently. Okay, is that something you want to do? Get into the business side, or you want to?
I already am, brother.
Okay, so which part of? I mean, obviously you're gonna be in love with all of it, but which aspect would you say you love the most? Production, writing, engineering?
I think I love production and engineering the most. I've been rapping since 13, 14, man. Like, I got a lot of tapes out. Some, like, you probably can't find right now, but I got some out right now. But I'm looking at the music side differently now. So, like, if I got a team, you know what I'm saying, we got a rapper, well, I know the production and the engineering getting that quality. You got the business guy that know how to move it. So, it's like, let's put that together. Team aspect, that's what I'm really just going for. It's like, I guess back then it was just I'm trying to do it all by myself, but it ain't gonna work like that. Not all the time.
Yeah. So when you was doing it by yourself, was it hard? Was it like, man, I'm kind of tired of doing all this shit myself, or?
Yeah, you kind of get jaded a little bit, man. It just, I guess the what the word for it? Just, I'm not gonna say the love for it, but just the passion. It wasn't there, so.
When it started to feel like a job type of deal.
You feel me? So like we had to work it with, let's work with some other artists. Let's see what, and then, you know, the love came back, you know, the passion. So it's just, I think what it is, I like to produce and work with other people on their projects and just help them get their dreams out too. But I'll get in some kind of way on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money for me. Right. It's really just about finding my niche and belonging in this music industry.
So you got so both of y'all got a why, but it's not I'm trying to be rich. It's more so I love this shit.
Right.
For sure.
Oh yeah. I think when you love it, even if you don't become the next Jay-Z, I mean, but one. But if you don't become the next Jay-Z, you can still have longevity because you give a fuck about it.
Exactly.
So has it always been like that? Like for yourself, Shooter, would you say you've always loved it, or did different things happen and you was like, okay, this lets me know I'm doing something right?
Shit, man, I come from like a musical background, so like I was in drumline, percussionist. I'm classically trained. I can read music, play piano, play a bunch of instruments and shit. I was supposed to be a bender right there. So like, man, when I figured out that I could take my same passion from that side and, you know what I'm saying, start tracking my own shit, I'll start recording. Man, hell yeah, I fell in love with it. I really do this for more of the culture. Like, I want you to feel like you put a tape in when you heard my shit. Yeah. Like, so that's why we have that kind of, you mentioned reasonable doubt kind of feel, kind of sound. We cultivating something like that I don't think a lot of people in South Carolina are doing right now.
You're right. So, are y'all originally from the upstate or?
Greenville, born and raised.
I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. So I've been down here like 10 years.
How you end up here?
Shit, man. My family, my mom's side's from Clemson. Okay. So shit, Greenville ain't nothing but a hop skip. And then when I was a freshman in high school, we moved down here and I went to Malden for a year. Okay. So I actually stayed not too far from here, bro. And,
that's dope.
Shit, bro. When I graduated, I was like, man, fuck it, I'm going back to Greenville. That shit was lit.
With it. So, since y'all have a team, do y'all do a lot of networking, or is it kind of you try to avoid overwhelming the sound?
What you think?
A little of both. Like, I'm always open to work with different artists because I'm trying to smack them on the track.
He dead ass serious.
But not for real. We always open to, you know, fuck with new sounds, fuck with new artists, but we really kind of keep it in house because what we're doing, it ain't something people really know about yet. So we're trying to drill it, do as much work as possible so that we can really cultivate a sound. I want them to be like, oh, they sound like they have a thing. They're their own thing.
Okay, so when you say a lot of people don't know about it, why do you say that?
Just because I feel in the area that we in, a lot of artists try to mimic a different, more going with the pop side of, you know.
Like more commercial?
Yeah, more commercial side of things. I would rather slow grind it and direct the consumer, my fan base, so that I can always eat. I mean, truthfully, I don't know how most artists really do it, you know, with the streaming numbers being what they are. Shit, you got to sell something these days. Like, exactly. Unless you're Drake.
So do you feel like the way, kind of like what you said, the streaming, do you think that's helped or hurt music?
It hurt music to me. You remember how selling albums out the back of your trunk, man.
I remember doing that.
Like, a lot of these rappers, like the Jay-Z's or the Master P's, them boys, like, they made bread out physical copies. You know what I'm saying? Even with Wayne just got Diamond on Lollipop. Yeah. That was an actual single, you know what I'm saying? Like a record. So
one of the last ones.
That was really one of the last ones that make it like that. So everything got streams now. You got
and just fucking 1,300 streams equal one play. Come on, man.
Yeah. That shit is wild.
What even constitute a stream? I don't even like to get too far into it, but I be go on a whole rant on this, man. What even?
Dog, I seen a post the other day, and I reposted it on my story. It says something, I can't remember the exact numbers, but it says something to the effect of like it's millions of songs sitting on streaming that they have like 10 or less plays.
Oh yeah.
And so, do you think it's being, I guess, oversaturated musically?
They did that shit on purpose, bro.
Yeah.
You think the companies or you think artists?
Yeah, hell yeah. Because, I mean, me knowing the marketing side of things, when I first started, like, I was doing that shit for, like, insurance companies and big companies with budgets. So I can understand the difference between having money to waste and try different methods. Then when you're dealing with an artist, you better make that shit stick and count. Because their budget, and they're watching every dollar of that budget, and every dollar counts. So you really got to kind of just know, like, they changed the algorithms. I think in like 2012, you could post and people would see your stuff on Facebook. Then they invented the fan page.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So when you take a week off social media, you took a month off, your post reaches down.
It's an algorithm.
So when you go and post and you're like, why nobody see my shit? It's because you're not on it every day.
So how do y'all combat that, considering y'all have a very different sound from the region we live in?
Make dope shit, bro.
The content got to be on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good with presentation, so it's like everything got to be right, because you really you throwing it out there, and like you see how far our reach can get. Especially when you're dealing with everything he just said. If you lay off a day or two of posting, man, it's gonna hurt you.
You think so?
I see it. It tells you. It tells you to post. You need to post daily to engage more with your audience.
Okay, because
I mean, they're telling you what to do.
It's like they're telling you what to do. Like, if you stay on it, it's like the consistency of you have to post a lot to really just be seen.
Okay, because for myself, I noticed when I post a podcast, I tend to get more views and engagement on the weekends.
The time, like the area you in, it's like the demographics for that, man. He broke it down to me. We ran an ad just to see what it'd do, and it jumped.
Was it a particular day or time of day?
It ran all week.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But the time, like, I forgot what time of the day, really like rush hour times or time when people wake up in the morning, you know, everybody's on their phone, all that. So once you find that and you lock it in, now you in the system. You know what I'm saying? You in that algorithm.
Okay.
So I haven't reached that point yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe because I feel like the presentation has to be all the way up to par. And then when we do our run again, it's like it's telling you what to do. This time we'll listen.
Okay, so how do y'all use that to, for lack of better words, weaponize y'all's art?
Man.
Geo-targeting, not to get all analytical.
I mean,
but I know what generally is going to be like when I go off Spotify, they're going to suggest currency.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So it just told me that they're putting me in this category. At least enough people have compared me to currency or liked it or made it go into the algorithm to make it do that shit.
Hashtag.
You do got a unique voice.
So when you go to run your ad, just geo-target to currency's fans.
Yeah.
Like, and
gotcha.
So if they see his page, if they liked his, then you're marketing to them. That's what's so cool about Facebook. People don't even realize it, bro. Like, everything you ever liked,
right, is on there forever.
And so, like, that's the data that I'm running off of. If you just bought some shit off Amazon,
it's on
that I can target you. Like, if you shot to Amazon in the last 2 days, that's a button that you can run on an ad.
That's true. I reopened my Facebook the other night. I was a little burnt out on Instagram.
Right.
And bro, when I tell you I opened it, the last post I posted on there was from 2017, but that shit was still on there.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, that's basically 6-7 years ago. Like you said, all that shit's still on there.
It's like the memories that pop up. Damn, I did this on this day. And like, okay, you remember.
The damn Orlando shit is popping up now. I'm like,
So what artists have y'all worked with around here that aren't part of the main team, I guess, so to speak?
I work with Yellow Boy. I work with LA, D Glory brother.
I know who Yellow Boy is, but I don't know who LA is.
That's, D Glory, his twin brother.
I don't know neither one.
Well, okay. And then
I don't be outside though.
But me neither, man. Like, I'm like, damn, I gotta get out there more. But Who else? Man, you got anybody shooters?
Man, I feel like at some point I done tried to work with or worked with somebody from the city. It's so many people like Ricky Tan.
That's my boy. That's my people right there.
Shit, man. We 2012. We was locked in the studio every day, just trying to out fucking rap each other, and just make the best shit. Like I knew then that boy was talented. Like I got a lot of respect for everything he doing with his craft. I've known them for a long time. They were some of the first people I met when I got down here musically.
Oh, his older brother used to produce for me and Ride, so
Cute.
I know. Yeah, beat knockers. That's my man.
Nasty.
Yeah. I wish he still made beats, but you know.
You getting to that money now?
Yeah. So, out of your newer collaborations y'all have had, which ones have been your favorite?
Kind of been keeping it low key. I ain't really
I work with some R&B, like Aviana Suva, man. She dope R&B singer, man. But other than that, it's really just been the count. I've been working with my brother a lot, developing him, A64Q.
Okay.
He's coming along great, man. Like I think he got a video shoot tomorrow. So
okay.
He has his own crowd. So you know what I mean? It's like,
is he younger or older?
He's younger, he's 23.
Oh, he got a whole
See
different
what I'm
crowd.
saying?
Yeah, that's
So,
a good look though.
It's a good look for him. I want him to really just, don't get too excited about everything and just take it all in, you know what I'm saying? It's working out.
He gonna be a problem. That boy dope.
So do y'all feel like they'll get to a point where as y'all, as rappers, not the rest of music, but
they'll
as
be the rappers.
Would you want to bring, you said A64Q?
Yeah.
Okay, would you want to do that type of thing, cultivating younger talent as well?
Oh, yeah.
Got to. They the next generation.
They the next, definitely. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, you good, brother? It's just shit. He gonna make what that crowd wants to hear. We make music for a different demographic. Yeah. So tackle that, go get that, because we need all the coin, man.
It's a different lane for the company, for us, you know what I mean? But the music that they're making now kind of remind me of what Dirt, King Von, you know what I mean? Like, so, but that's their lane. It's booming for them right now. So everything working out good for them.
So how do y'all bridge, how do you bridge y'all's or our generation or that Reasonable Doubt type of feel with their sound? So you don't sound like you, I ain't gonna say selling out, but like compromising your integrity as far as I make this very lyrical, and I'm not saying that music ain't lyrical,
right?
But this feel of music and blend it with theirs.
Probably just the selection of artists. Like I know, like the Lil Waynes and with Dirt, or Jay-Z's doing features with, I guess Cole, the way Cole did it. You know what I mean? He got
that's one of my favorite artists.
You know what I mean? Just,
I'm from Fayetteville.
It works. He got 21 on the track. So Kendrick Lamar with Kodak Black. So it's a way to do it, man.
You gotta be you in every pocket. Like, I prefer to rap over what I like to rap over, but don't think I can't get on that trap beat and be shooter.
So you feel like kind of like how Fat Joe and Jadakiss back when they started doing features on like down south beats, kind of that way.
Yeah, you should. I feel like any artist, should be able to find that. It may not be you,
right?
And I'm not saying because Rick will tell you in a damn second, "Hey, bro, that ain't me." It's dope, but that ain't for me,
right?
But yeah, man, you just gotta learn how to be you in the pocket of whatever that is, and you should be able to deliver.
Okay,
I can get on it with anybody.
Yeah. I got a funny question. How the fuck you end up making the Christmas EP?
Why?
Because I looked it up. Was it last night when Yeah, it was last night. I said that Christmas EP was dope as fuck.
Appreciate it, bro.
And when
thank you,
I said, hold on now, I know there's plenty of R&B Christmas songs, Mariah Carey, etc., etc.
Right.
I don't think it's too many. And I looked up. It's only is Welcome to Death Row Christmas or some shit like that. I ain't never heard that one.
Right.
And then it's a Run DMC joint. And I think it might have been one more of a group I never heard of. How the fuck you say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna make me a Christmas Eve and it be good.
What I tell you,
where'd that come from?
I always wanted to do something on Christmas, man, because like every Christmas when you hear a Christmas song, they play it, they run it. You know what I mean? Like, so when I was of age to really just think about that and then especially make the beats for it, because I produced every track on the. I just wanted to give them my Christmas story a little bit on that. And we planned this before, like, bro, we're gonna be working on Christmas albums in June. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's something that's gonna stay there. Like, look at Mariah Carey, man.
Yeah,
like,
that shit play every year.
She part of Christmas now.
That TLC, that Merry Christmas. It's like a good 10, they get silent.
Right.
It's about 10 that play.
So what you do, man, I had to plan ahead, man, and drop it on Black Friday. That's when I did it. I said, okay. And everybody love it, man. Like one of my best EPs right now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate the love, bro.
Yeah, cause it's. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. I was gonna say just it was fun. It was fun for me, bro. Like it was very fun for me.
See, I sat down and strategized that. That wasn't just some thing you were just like, fuck it, let's do this shit.
It was strategic all the way. So like what we say around about May, well, you need to go. Well, okay.
Yeah, it was on it too. Because we would do it. We would say that shit every year and mean to do it.
Yeah.
And then he was like, nah, bro, I really started it. Like, oh, this nigga.
Yeah. And see, like now I'm working on for the next one. It's gonna be like a deluxe of what I already did, just adding more songs to it.
Okay.
So like there's possibilities for me working with other artists on doing Christmas tracks and stuff like that, but we'll see.
So you gonna do it like you dropping Jordan 11s only during Christmas time?
Yeah, like you gotta have that. Like I like how Currency got his whole I guess his whole team together. Everything is merch. It's just the way he do things. It's just only he does it that way. I want to have something like that. Like Jordan got half the Jordans. So,
yeah, the
you know
11s coming out every year in December.
And there you go. But it was just cool. It was fun for me, bro. Like I gotta do another one.
Okay. So shoot, how many projects do you currently have? Solo projects.
Shit. Man, a lot. I've been rapping a long time, man. So
what's the newest one?
Oh, the newest one would be Players Club. It's on the Generational YouTube. So I did something kind of slick with that one. I tried to do straight direct to consumer.
Okay.
So I didn't go straight to streaming with it. I did a partnership with Bandcamp.
Okay.
And people can pay what they want for it.
Almost like what was it? Nipsey who did that shit? No, I think he had a set price. Or was it a donation?
Proud to pay. It's very similar, yeah. A donation. So you might not got $10. Give me $5. I'll take it. Give me $3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it.
Because you're gonna reinvest it, I'm sure. So it's, you're not trying to be a millionaire off of one.
Nah. I don't, like I say, man, I do this shit for the craft of it, bro. I make music now because I want to. The business is my love. Because I like to see people win. I like to see people grow financially, spiritually. Like I like to be around good vibes, create good energy and shit. So music business is gonna be something that I'm always gonna be in, whether I'm rapping or not. When I do come out with some shit, it's because I wanted to make it. I ain't chasing a sound or you know what I'm saying? I'm like, he got me back in the bag, bro.
Man, listen. Man right here is so lyrical, bro. Like, it just, the beats that he rapping on now that I'm making, it compliments. So, like, why not, man? So I got him back recording, bro. Like, when you ask that current projects, he gonna have more. Like, and just that sound, bro.
We've been on a tear. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, he just when we start cooking up, me and him have like a fucking Jay and Timbaland type of relationship. Like, as soon as he making it, I'm already okay. I got the hook. And bro, I swear, some songs on this project we would probably knocked out in like 15 minutes, including him making the beat.
So do y'all do more punching or do you more write or?
Man, by the time I'm laying the kick pattern down, he already got about 6 bars rolled.
Because he know the tempo by that point.
By that point, so when I done looped the beat out and loaded in Pro Tools, he ready to go. And breathing wise, like I know me, I'm gonna have to punch in some, but he don't really take any punches. Okay. So it's like it's coming in. So like the opportunities that don't happen for everybody that don't made it in this industry, man. Like it's there for us too. It's just it takes how bad do you want it, how much do you love it. So
how much you want to push it.
I'm gonna pull up on them. I'm gonna get them to record it. We're gonna lay this track. We're gonna get it sounding how it's supposed to sound. We're gonna package this project up and we're gonna put it out to the consumers. It's the same thing with selling a shirt or a pair of shoes. It's just I don't want to work for nobody. Somebody with the rest of my life. I want to be my own boss.
I'm working on that my damn self.
You feel me? Like so.
I think we make cool albums too, cause when we work together, I let him. He like, yo, say it like this. Like, I get like I don't. Most artists they have very very few engineers, if not any, that they could be like directly vulnerable with. Like, yo, I trust you with the song. Like, do you know what I'm saying? What you do your magic, bro. So like, I think this one's gonna be crazy because it's like not just highlighting the lyrics, but he's showing his ass on these beats, bro. Like,
I'm not rapping. I might well show out on the beat because when I dropped Sincerely, I was like, I'm gonna take a step back from just coming out with full length projects, man. If I drop something, it'd be a single. But this guy, he needs something full length. I ain't gonna say EP, at least an
People
EP.
say it, yeah.
And boy, we're gonna give them what they've been needing here.
Okay. So is it? So how do you? Who all's on the roster first? Let me find out.
We deep.
I should have probably asked that at the beginning.
Gang, we deep, bro.
What y'all out here like Justice League? About 12 niggas making beats.
Well, at one point we thought we was the new Wu-Tang, man. Just it's me, Shooter, Rick, Bull,
Tasty,
Gage, Cook.
Don't forget nobody.
Oh
hell.
And ATM, like bro, just
squad.
I think that's it
squad,
right there.
yeah.
But everybody had different elements, man. It worked.
Did y'all start off as solo artists and then just the chemistry brought everybody together, or?
I'll be looking at it sometime how I put that. Me personally, on my side of things, how I would look at it, I'm just one of the older rappers in the clique that had his team, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own part. They worked with the squad, man. So, what you think, bro?
I mean, we came together, I want to say, as everybody was solo artists, but then we made that team album. It was over with. Because then it just never, like, now it's just me and Cook on something.
A lot of tracks.
There's so much music that got done, bro. And I think going to Myrtle Beach, we actually did something really cool. We wanted to take everybody out of their element when we recorded the group project. So we went and got an Airbnb and shit down there and just like locked the fuck in. We had like 3 people making beats, set up studio in 2 different rooms. Like,
so y'all had like a full-fledged locked in like a long weekend or something? Or?
Yeah, niggas was just going, just dropping. I think that album got done so fast, bro.
Chemistry was there, man. That's how we built that camaraderie, man. Just we had 2 studios going. Like it was dope, bro. It was a fun time, bro. Cause the work, I'm the one that seen the work in all the songs and the beats that we had created down there. It was like, damn, the passion, bro.
Now, how y'all managed to do that though? Because I mean, some people, like, not being funny, when you have that many people in your camp, it's very hard to be organized because egos and all that other shit get in the way.
Yeah.
So how did y'all avoid that? Because everybody be like, we keep it real, but I mean, if everybody real, somebody fake.
That's real. That's real.
That's real right there.
Not being funny, you know what I mean?
I understand, but I think just locking everything. I mean, not like really just blocking everything out. Like we had really just families, like family oriented. So it was around COVID too. Like so.
Okay. So you can't go nowhere anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it made it. That was I ain't gonna say it was a plus for us, but it worked for us, and the bond was there.
Okay.
So I mean,
it's definitely more than business. Like you would think that, like, you know, it would be ego and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it ain't really, because like Tasty's like my sister, my show's like my brother, Gage is like my little brother. Like these we're all family. We've all become family. It's been so less about rap shit.
Right.
Man, these people been here for me some of the toughest times in my life, some of the best times in my life, bro. Nothing to do with it. So like when we get together and make music, that shit just second nature, because it's like being with your family.
So also on top of that, because y'all have such a deep roster, how do you decide who comes out first? Who comes out? I mean, because that's a science or an algorithm.
Based off of work, man. Like we used to try to do a lineup, but that shit ain't organic. You'll know who need to drop because they'll be like, "Yo, I'm done." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you based on completion of a project, not necessarily we should drop. Like for example, if one of y'all got this single, like say you, I'm just shooting for example. Say you halfway through the project and you one of them is like that's the one,
right?
And say you might be done, but you trying to find that single. Not saying that the music is not as good, just you just happen to catch one that's really that.
Right.
So you wouldn't say hold yours while we put at least this single out to promote that, or
it's up to really like I like to leave it to the artist, and then like so they communicate and don't step on each other's toes with releases.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying, in a situation like that, maybe we would drop that single, or maybe we work in just to help that artist find that single. Just depends on how much did they set a date, did they.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it just
how we did it when we dropped the group project. I think Free Grade was getting ready to drop.
Okay.
Or was it after or before?
I think Free Grade dropped after the. No, it might have been right before the Team album came out.
Okay, Free Grade came out before the Team album.
Okay.
But the Team album, had Rick on it. How I looked at it was everybody was still in rotation because the songs that was on the albums, the artists are on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
So,
like to get excluded. Yeah.
everybody getting their they shine, especially with verses. So it was like competition when we was writing too. So everybody wanted to shine on the song. So, but then after that, who fell in rotation? I think
ATM fell right in the rotation. He was just like,
no, it was Tasty it was Tasty then ATM. So they was carrying us into like the fall and the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Big bro talk drop.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take. So like I worked on their projects. So I got features on their projects. Then my project come out. Then they all got features on mine. So everybody's still in rotation.
So y'all doing like a Wu-Tang kind of early G-Unit type of deal. Like 50 might drop his album.
Right.
But all the G-Units are all on the album. And
exactly.
Then if Tony Yayo drop,
yep,
all the G-Units on his album anyway. So you're going to hear all of us regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, what they say, the group album, man, that's another album that I really we need to push more because like you get a collection of all of us at the same time. So like that was really a fun album to work on too.
I think the way it was laid out, it really kind of embodied like what we were going for. It gave you like Boogie, it gave you me and Rick's flow, it gave you our shit, it gave you
the lyrical,
it gave you Tasty, it gave you
the melodic,
it
gave you the. What else? Another name for it? It really gave you the fun the party aspect. It was around summertime when we dropped the tape, man. It was just
what's
good
the hold
times.
up, bro?
What's the hold up? Like when we dropped that video, man, it was just that captures like the fun it was, what was going on then. But man,
it was a good time, boy. The pandemic.
That's dope though, because it sounded like y'all kind of got this. I don't know if it's by design or by default, but you remember when No Limit would drop basically another artist every month, and all the motherfuckers were going platinum.
Right.
It sounded like y'all kind of got that.
That's that time we grew up in. Like I wanted to mimic, you know what I'm saying? Because if it worked for them, it could work for us, But times done changed though with the streaming and everything. So we had to drop a lot of music to, I guess would generate revenue because it take a lot of streams to get that dollar.
Yeah.
So the more artists that's dropping, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it like if I drop a tape and at the bottom they're gonna say you also might like, and it's gonna be 2-3 of our artists. Like that's what I love about it. So the algorithm don't care. They know who generational music is.
Okay.
So I mean, it's just I guess the reach our reach has not got.
Okay. So who came up with the name Generational Music?
Oh,
and why? Because it sounds like it's because y'all such a range in age.
Collectives. I think it was collectively. Yeah, it was like a collective.
I remember Rick was like, "What you think about generational?" I was like, "Shit, that shit dope." You know what I mean? So like, what about generational music? You know what I'm saying? So
boom, it was
that was it.
We registered it right there. Like,
straight LLC. Hey.
It had to, but just the name, man. Just I think. The name generational. So I mean the word generational just they let you know that
we timeless, bro.
It's timeless. So you're gonna get a little bit of that lyrical soul, you know what I'm saying, gritty. You're gonna get a little bit of melodic, you know what I'm saying, a little trap here. You're gonna get it like female, like you see how females doing in the game now. So
they coming.
They coming.
They coming.
A lot of them spitting too.
Yeah, they can really like most I mean, besides the rapping about they private parts, but for the most part, they can really rap.
They can really rap. Yeah.
And that wasn't the norm. It used to be 2 or 3, and that's it.
That's it. Now they coming out. So like the talent is definitely. What you think about Greenville though? Like Greenville talent base for me is like it's a lot of collection of artists out here.
Females or talent period.
Right.
What do I think?
What you think?
Oh goddamn! I ain't even on camera.
Put you on the spot.
I'm gonna put you. Because everybody, I get asked the same question there. What you think about the Greenville rap scene right now?
I'll put it this way. I think I got 10 interviews in the tuck, including this one.
Right.
And I will say that the people that I have interviewed, I can't speak for everybody.
Right.
But for the people I've interviewed, I've actually surprisingly enjoyed their music. And that's not an insult to any of those people,
right,
including y'all. when I was trying to be a rapper, in my opinion, everybody, I won't say they sucked, they just all sounded the same.
Right.
And me and Rod didn't rap like everybody. We rapped like more like the Locks and Dipset, and it was very up north shit. Now, I mean, he from here originally. I was born in DC, but I moved down here like in 4th grade.
Right.
But I didn't gravitate to D4L and all that. To me, that's, I was talking to somebody about it the other day. Who the fuck is going to put on, you might put on Laffy Taffy at a party, but for the most part, for this generation's music, are you really going to put on some King Von 20 years from now? No. But I'll play some Tevin Campbell all day long. Yeah. And that shit 20, 30 years old. I'll play some, you know what I mean? I'll play Jagged Edge or, you know, just music from that.
Music that never dies, man.
And I like that y'all call it generational. So
exactly.
The albums that I've sat with since I started doing this platform, I've actually enjoyed.
Appreciate you.
And I like that. That was surprising to me.
Thank you.
You think the reason why you, just to use King Von as an example, because, you know, you said it, but...
Why did you get just for example?
Just an example. But do you think like they don't even think about that? These the artists that make that type of music, like they don't think like later on, that somebody may go back. I want people to go back and be like, this shit was dope then and it's dope now.
To be honest, I think the majority of people who make music because they want to make money.
Yeah,
and I think that's why. Today's generation isn't generational. Just being honest.
That's what it is.
Because you see somebody like Soulja Boy make you, and you're like, I could have made it. I mean, the nigga made it on Fruit Loops, not with no real drum kit, just the very basic.
The basic setup.
Like the stock shit. Stock Fruit Loops sounds and put a dance to it and made millions. And now he's straight for the rest of his life. So I think people saw that and was like, well, I can do that. And yes, most people can make some bullshit like that, but that's only because we got the dance, and if you around our age, you could do the dance.
Right.
But for the most part, are you gonna play Kiss Me Through the Phone 20 years from now? No. Now, Hop About the Bed, are you gonna play that 20 years from now? Probably not. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I say music is very different.
I think about it all the time, man. My son is 6, and I be thinking to myself, like, damn, eventually I'm gonna be playing like Hove, and he gonna be like, what
the fuck is that? Yeah. But see what I'm saying? So I mean, what do y'all think? Same question to y'all, since y'all put me on the spot. What do y'all think about the Greenville or the upstate, the state of independent music here? Do you think it has staying power?
It's really competitive.
Very competitive.
That just means a lot of niggas in the room. That don't mean it's good or bad.
Well, it's very few. Not because it's just me, but I really feel like our team is really just one that just we take that in consideration as far as like our music we put out. We want it to last, but I mean, we got a lot of people that's in it for the fame and the look, for the money, whatever. But you got some that's really like taking this shit serious. And them the ones that, I don't know if it's
I wouldn't name Nance, but I don't want to leave nobody out.
Okay, let me flip it this way.
Just know that there's a lot of artists we do respect and we watch.
Well, let me ask you this then. Are there artists that y'all have seen around the way that have, is there any, say 2 artists that have stood out to you that's like, okay, I like that what they're doing?
Yeah, like what the fuck Chemo got going on.
Who?
Chemo.
I don't know this.
Oh boy,
I'm not knocking him out. I don't listen until
I'll put you on, boy. He's snapping right now. He's more on the lyrical side. He kind of reminds me the most of the type of stuff we make. When you hear him, Max Goods, them type of guys, you can tell they're trying to make not necessarily commercial music, but commercial like good ass hip hop, like in the Kendrick's lane, or they're really trying to make hip hop albums. I fuck with that because that's all we want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. The club songs, catchy shit.
I don't knock that.
I just like some substance. You know?
I don't know, man. It's kind of hard. I don't really, not knocking nobody else's
like
music.
I admitted it. It's for the interviews, I listen to the music because I don't want to have nothing to say.
Right.
But I mean, I don't make no music no more. But these days, it's so much music. If I don't see you on my Instagram, I probably won't listen to it.
Right.
And I will say, I'm not gonna say their name. There have been about 3 people who hit me up about coming on, and it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna still probably do the interview to learn about them.
Right.
but their music didn't move me.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say it sucked. It just didn't move.
It didn't move.
You know what
Everybody
I mean?
has their own taste. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I don't know, man. I don't really listen to other rappers like I barely listen to like industry music. And me and Shooter was talking about this the other day. Like, I be so stuck in my own world of like just trying to get my music out there and like everything we're making out there. Yeah. It's kind of hard. But I heard Lil Wayne say something like that. Like, I think him and 21 Savage, like at the beginning, you know, had a fallout because he thought 21 Savage was a group.
I mean, it do sound like a group, not being funny.
You know what I'm saying? So
like a whole bunch of niggas.
But Wayne be so caught up in like making his music and what he got going on, like he didn't know. He honestly didn't know. I don't know, but if I see you I'll be on IG a lot and Facebook.
It sound like 21 Pilots. That is a group. There's a group.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of a big ass group.
But the ones that's really just like they got the movement and like really just the look and everything going, man. I would say like D Glory, man.
Okay.
D Glory really he doing shows, you know.
I like what's the whole Street Capital guy.
They got a good squad, bro. So you can't do nothing but respect what they got going on.
It's all love and respect for everybody in the city, man. I remember I used to do this thing when I first started out called HDI Fest. I would try to get like 30 artists on a fucking bill, bro, and throw a festival in Greenville. It's actually like you can Google. I probably was like one of the first rappers to do that shit here. But it really I just liked seeing and bringing everybody together and everybody get some stage time. I mean, we had from the younger rappers that don't really get booked like that. Well, y'all can go on earlier. Then the big dogs, Ricky Prince and them, and the people that were the Lady J's. She helped us out with it. It was like cool to get all them Greenville people in one room. We can come together when we want to do some shit. It's just a matter of like there being an artist or being a company that's trying to put that type of thing forth. Greenville, we gonna be just like any other music scene, so we just gotta keep plugging away in. Really.
I was just thinking too to myself, well, if you would have asked me this question like maybe 10, 15 years ago, man, like the rappers that was out then, it was different. Like the Raymonds, the Ricky Princes, I remember Sid back in the day, man, just everybody had like the passion for it, even though it was just like some, I don't know if it was just because the neighborhood stuff, but the music was great back then.
But they didn't network.
It didn't network. It changed though. Like, so, you know, you got artists now that's from different neighborhoods now that's collaborating and everything. But man, just when you got like maybe 8, 9 guys, man, this dope artists, man. Like, I don't have to go far to collaborate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go through. You was over here. You left your shoes over here. Come on.
9 out of 10, like when I'm sitting right beside him, tucking the best beats for myself, any goddamn. So, like, that's I'm gonna need.
Yeah.
So how do we put Greenville on?
Good question.
Yeah.
I think like it takes a lot of really working together once artists realize like and to artists' defense, like a lot of people always say, how do we put Greenville on? But Greenville does not have what Atlanta has in the sense of a place for you to develop. So like,
what you mean?
And it to develop as a performer, develop as an artist.
Like the right venue?
Yeah, you can go to studio all you want to, but if you can't play consistent shows, you're not gonna make any money. And the scene in Greenville will only develop when people have a place to play consistent shows, and hip hop is always, you know, being showcased at this place. Then you'll see the young boys coming up. They need a place where they have the opportunity to sell merch. They need to know what a door deal is. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell my artists the difference between a walkthrough and a show, like in a concert. It's totally different things.
Different things.
Oh, you go. You know what I'm saying? This is no shots at the clubs and shit like that, but I'd never pay my money to go see like Lil Bootsy at a fucking club because it's not a concert.
Yeah, I don't go to very many shows. I don't think I've ever been to a local show.
But I will go to, you know what I'm saying, the Well.
That's in Atlanta?
Well, Bonsugar Wellness Center.
Oh, okay.
The Balo Center.
There you go.
Yeah. I go to the Balo Center for some shit like that because that is a concert. So I want my artists to emulate that. Even on the smaller scale, like, you know, you're going to make your money off merch. There's no place for you to even sell merch at a club. You don't necessarily belong there.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, not everybody can sell at an arena either, though, especially when you first coming up.
Oh, no. You're going to start it. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
We're not nowhere near the venues yet. But I'm saying, the arenas yet, but you need to start out in venues so you can learn how to tour, so you can learn how to get
you
money.
want them to have the mentality so when it gets to that point, let's go.
No.
You're never gonna get to that point if you don't start.
Mm.
You can't. People love this social media shit, but from what I've seen, there's no replacement from like actually going on the road and developing a fan base. Like you got to go fucking play for 3 people. You have to. There's no.
So you think that same logic applies to hand to hand as far as discs? Not literally, but interacting with the people in person.
We do like some QR code shit.
Okay.
Like just to give them something to like hand out type of that. But yeah, because at the end of the day, as an artist, your money is on what you can sell.
Yeah.
You're not making much from the streaming. You're not 9 out of 10 times you ain't got $1,000 of watch time on YouTube, so you're not doing
especially
that.
Especially in the beginning. Yeah.
No.
Right. So no, you need to be. If I'm performing, I want to be in a venue where I can sell my merch, where I can control the door. You know what I'm saying?
Crowd, man.
Yeah,
just people that really want to see like independent people, like independent artists. Just
yeah. But you never been to nothing like at the Radio Room or some shit like
Atlanta?
that. Nah, in Greenville.
I ain't even heard of Radio Room.
Oh, we about to we'll invite you to a show.
What is
bro.
that?
Where's that at, downtown?
Off of Stone Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Poinsett Highway.
Poinsett Highway, yeah.
Like you going towards Cherrydale that way.
I used to live out there, but
It's right there. You know where that Dollar General at right there on the right hand side.
Oh yeah, cross street, kind of catty corner from the Spinks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like Radio Room right in front of that.
Okay, I know that. I ain't never been in there, but
So that's a venue. They don't. They're not like what.
Is it a hip hop venue or just a venue? Period.
They have hip hop shows there.
Okay.
So but not as frequent as they should.
Yeah.
You know, you can't deny it. And you know, Greenville's always going to be a growing city, but it's like they want Greenville to have a different culture than it has.
Right.
How
Like,
so? What is the actual culture? What is the culture?
Look at what
rock.
they look at what they build. Like the only thing
Country, like rock, like if you listen, what was the award show they just had not too long ago?
the UMAs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went out. I was actually
How was
there.
that?
Yeah.
Man, a lot of the nominees was that type of genre.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
You had hip hop. You definitely had hip hop, but peace center type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or it just like you.
That's what takes precedent. Like you never see a group of rappers performing at Fall for Greenville. You never see it. I mean, if you got a band and shit, yeah.
But
gotta have a band.
But is that the artist's fault or the city's fault?
They're not finna come with us.
Well, if you have the fan base, the following, I think you could be pulled off.
Perhaps
I could be wrong. Who the fuck am I? But I'm just
Perhaps.
saying, if you got I ain't saying you got to have thousands of people come out there because again, it's not y'all, but people there's a starting point.
Right.
But what if you say you can get say 200 people to come out to whatever you want to call it, venue,
Right.
Fall for Green, whatever. I think they would do that because that's
Money, you know, the head. That's admission price. You know.
Yeah, also I give it to them. It's a family event, so
of course, yeah, you can't be wilding the fuck out.
yeah, you know, some of the music may not be, you know, it's just but again, that's the culture in Atlanta. That shit don't matter.
What you mean? Like
There's rappers at their Fall for Green at their version.
they're
of what-
they're equivalent.
whatever their version of Fall for Greenville is. I guarantee you that there's rappers there.
But what's crazy though, in the upstate, I think the demo is a give or take 50-50 as far as black, white, and other. I think it's around 50, isn't it?
Right,
It might
so-
be like 60-40, but
so
you know what I mean.
you would think it would be easier for hip hop to get representation in these venues, but it just isn't the case. Like I think there's an article you can read. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I think of me, Max Goods, and a few other artists got interviewed by a good journalist, Vincent Harris. Shot him out. He always fucks with the rappers. And Greenville Journal, he was just, they acknowledged that there is a disparity in opportunities for hip hop artists versus a fucking punk rock band.
Right.
And that's no, I love all kinds of
Right. Yeah, they're not knocking
I've
them.
played in bands,
Yeah.
but I know the difference. You know what I'm saying? I just can tell. Like, I book shows for people, so I know it's easier for me to book a fucking bluegrass band than it is to book a rapper.
Yeah.
They start asking you questions like, "What's your draw?"
Ah.
We don't. What kind of crowd do you attract?
Actually, I think I had a conversation that touched on this topic with one of my good friends, and yeah, he talked about there's kind of not a place.
The first person that built the shit, I'm trying to be one. I'm trying to be him, but the first person.
Oh, do you think?
The first person that built that shit gonna really win, bro.
Want to take a brief intermission?
This bathroom right here. Yeah.
Yeah, we can take an intermission.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a brief intermission. So, like you were saying, talking about the first, like if they build a venue, not build, but open a venue specifically for hip hop. Do you think Do you think it has to be strictly for hip hop, or do you just think that needs to be the primary draw for that particular venue?
That venue will obviously cater to other music because Greenville, the way that rappers don't. The way that rappers are not that don't get is booked here. You could definitely 7 days a week throw hip hop shows, no question.
For real?
Yeah.
You think they'll sell out, or you think you'd have to build it?
I mean, you're gonna have your nights with any business, like any cash, like a bar and any shit like that. But yeah, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, you'd make a killing though.
Mm-hmm. It used to be like that, man. I remember Alligators on Pelham Road.
Man, what we used to do a mic nights there,
man. Wednesday, man, but just. You seen how it was lit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so imagine if that grew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What he's speaking on, because that was the start of something. It was a venue for, rappers, singers, whatever, to come through and just how they moment to shine. If you would have built off of that, because they shut it down immediately. I don't know why.
Yeah, I left to go to the Navy, and then when I came back, that shit was dead.
It was shut down.
Did something bad happen, or?
I think it was just some type of the crowd, you know what I mean? Like look at you on Pelham Road, and then you bring a lot of hoods, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to find a spot for it, man. Like I don't see it happening downtown though, just for just the rap hip hop culture happening downtown Greenville.
Do you think it could be? Do you think we could bring to Greenville kind of like a B-side performances to like a more of an intimate setting?
Yeah, I think that exists. Honestly, when I play live shows, I always have a band. I try to always have a band and give them that more intimate. I like to do more intimate sets because then you can really get off. You know what I'm saying? Connect with the audience more.
Does that depend on the type of rap, or do you think all types of rap can do that intimate setting? Or pull it off, I guess, so to speak.
I think so, because, I mean, you got to think, whoever you booking is going to bring their crowd. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? And whether it's intimate or not, they're going to come in there and do what they do.
I'm pretty sure they got those rappers that make that, kind of music, probably got like some type of Love Me song or something, whatever. It might have a hip hop beat to it, but you can have that setting, man, where you got somebody at least playing the piano or something, or the drummer. I look at, I went to Smoking Blues one night, man. I wanted to check it out.
Right here in Butler.
They have a nice stage set up in there, bro. And I was talking to the owner, I forgot his name. He was basically asking me, do I have a band? They lets me know, I know band, Heat Shooter, my homeboy Carter, Sean Carter.
We can put it together.
And I have songs for that.
Okay, so he seemed like he was open to it as long as you got a band.
Exactly. Then you know who you gonna bring too. You gonna pack it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you got that, I guess that following, it'll work.
I would say this: rap has in any city, but in Greenville, I feel that rap has a certain stigma around it. So a lot of people that own the venues probably would rather just have an empty bluegrass show than bring that crowd.
Okay.
So to speak. They're worried about their regulars, how they feel, and if that's that. And again, that's why the niche venue of a hip hop venue needs to exist, because the regulars at most of the places that you can go rock, it's just not that. It's not what that's for. On a regular night, you wouldn't be there.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this then. Okay, so up and coming comedians in New York, they do this thing where you stand, say the club is my house, and then you say there's the main street or whatever, you stand out there with the flyers and you sell the tickets yourself. And that guarantees you a spot to perform. Do you think something like that would work?
Yeah, that'll work. But honestly, that's what the door deal is. So when we do any of our shows, we book that venue for that night. We paid for our artists to rock. So it's we got to make that money back out the door. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I try to push them towards, because when it teaches something too, it's kind of the nature of the business. If you ain't selling no ticket, or you didn't, you know what I'm saying, have that kind of setup going, you're not gonna play nowhere. Got to book it.
So it sounds like hand-to-hand combat is still very prevalent in hip hop. It just looks different.
Looks very different. That's what I was saying. I think they just see the shine of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's really people that's actually doing the putting in the footwork.
Yeah, it's politics in any.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're not handing out you're not trying to sell your disc, so to speak, but
Exactly.
you still, hey, this is my show. Come to this show.
Mhm.
I have merchandise.
Right.
So it's hand to hand combat, but maybe, like I said, it just looks
It
different.
looks very different now.
So do you think it's still as effective, or do you think it's less effective, or?
I think the internet, or like having your merch and stuff on there, you can get to like more people. But I mean, it's making online sales, but if you're not out in your city, you know what I'm saying, promoting it, and then you just greeting people, just, hey, this is my brand, whatnot, or whatever your pitch is.
And niggas could be the man on the internet and have a Chloe album and sell 10,000 copies.
Yeah.
So,
Right, but I think the hand to hand, like you say, even if you're not selling a physical disc, if you do the hand to hand combat the way it looks now, I think that builds intimacy with your following, fans, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Just as much, doesn't it?
that's kind of what we want to go for, bro. Like, we do this slick shit where when we have parties, we make people, like, to get in, give us your email.
Oh, that's dope.
So we can follow,
yeah.
so we can follow your ass around the internet. Like,
Hey, right. He will get his music, goddammit.
Shoot, man, I'm telling you this. What's another one too? I like how they doing it now, bro, with the beats, samples, and packs, stuff like that.
The who?
You can get sample packs online right now.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just for music and stuff like that. But in order to get it, you have to like subscribe to their channel. So it's building your subscribers on YouTube,
Right.
and you have to subscribe to their IG, building your followers up. I mean,
that's dope.
it's all kind of ways, man, you can implement this into, but I don't know, man. I come from that era where you just hit the streets.
Give some value. I thought about some cool shit where, like, when we roll out this album, maybe I do give people some game for real, like on the side of what I do with the financing, credit, business lines, that type. Just give them some value with what they do. Plus, what we talking about, this is kind of in that lane. Like, I think people gonna really enjoy this one. Like, just our content in general. We ain't just rap. Like, this is grown man music.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to ask you, what do you make your beats on?
Fruity Loops, FL Studio now.
I know it's all bougie now.
Yeah, FL Studio, mostly FL Studio, but I'm learning Logic now.
Okay.
Just music theory, all the way, man. Just but FL is my bread and butter.
Do you prefer hardware or software?
That's a good question.
That's very
Because I've used both.
I would say both, but software games just, man, stepped up. Like, you can get these compressors and EQs and reverbs that we're using now. They all got the digital versions of it now.
Do you use MIDI keyboard?
I have MIDI keyboard.
Oh, so you both then?
I have 2 keyboards. I have a Noveltech and a Behringer.
Okay.
So it just, I'm learning music theory, but far as like just percussions and drums and stuff like that, man, like,
okay,
that just came just off the strength of I got a beat in my head. And then when I learned to put that with actual sounds and like play instruments, know the notes, know the major scales. So it just it's all coming together. So it's really showing on the beats that I'm making now.
Yeah.
Because all my music is in key now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, you ain't just this melody on top of this melody. Don't
Feel
look.
me? It ain't all over the place. So my hi-hats sitting where they need to sit. My kicks are hitting where they need to hit. My claps have enough reverb. Like, I'm just going through like just the technicality of everything is just music. As far as like what I'm doing, EQ and compressing, because all of it makes sense when you putting everything together.
Okay.
It's coming out good. You gonna hear it, man. I promise you, this project, man, just I sent you 2 songs, but that was just a little taste. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we got coming together.
Okay, so what is the next project dropping, and do you have a specific date, or are you kind of feeling things out?
We ain't set a specific date because we got a real legit rollout planned, but we are working on something we're gonna give them before. Like, I ain't telling about the mixtape. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that tradition. It's gonna feel like you cut a Gangsta Grills on, bro. And I'm talking that shit.
Do you have a name for it?
Not yet.
Oh, you got to give us something now. You
really just because we finished that album.
It's done?
Yeah, so
the album's done. So
we was like, fuck it.
So the 2 you sent me is off of that album.
It's done.
Okay.
So I was thinking about the release time, like around that time, but like we got to give him something beforehand. So what he's talking about now is what you getting ready to listen to what the world gonna hear beforehand.
So y'all gonna shoot videos for those two particular songs, or y'all haven't decided which will be?
What you think, Shooter?
What was the song?
Hey, we got to hit some game now. Y'all got to school us.
Cigar Talk and
I got that
Double
one.
Play.
Double Play? Yeah, we definitely shooting a video for Double Play.
Okay.
That shit already lined up.
Do you have a concept for it, or
It's gonna be fire.
what's that concept?
Yeah. It's got a plane and shit.
Okay.
So we got the hangar rented out.
Oh, that's dope.
Over there in Greenville, Greenville Aviation, where the park
Oh
is.
yeah, right there behind Trophy Club. Yeah, that's dope. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we gonna it's
Some
gonna be
fly
a,
shit.
it's gonna be a,
Some
it's
fly
gonna be a
shit,
movie.
man.
If y'all, happen to have an extra space, I'll come by and just watch. And
Oh, yeah.
You can be in that shit.
All right,
man.
I'm in the
Rock with
background.
us.
I ain't on camera.
Definitely come through, man.
Okay.
I guess with them two gonna really be the first two singles after the project.
Mm-hmm.
But beforehand, we finna give you some real like gritty, like raw. You finna learn who Shooter is, man, with this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that, like, cause on the album, I'm more in the pocket,
Ah, okay.
but this is
So it's your album.
it's our album. So Politics as Usual is something that we do together.
Mm-hmm.
Just y'all two?
Yeah.
Like Run
Think
the
about
Jewels.
some Nas and Hit Boy.
Yeah, it sound like the Firm kind of.
You feel me?
So you gonna rap on it?
I got a couple little tastes in there, a little bit here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, I
But
couldn't-
mostly production,
I
man.
didn't let him get off without getting back this time. I needed him. Yeah.
First one I didn't rap on. I made
At
all
all?
the beats. I didn't rap on it at all.
Was there a particular you just didn't want to feature, or
The way he was cooking the motherfuckers up, we were just
I wanted him to
knocking-
rap.
we
That's
were
what it
knocking them out
was.
so
Like,
fast. It's
yeah? But as a producer, you gonna make a beat and be like, I need about 12 or 16 on that motherfucker.
oh yeah, the first one he definitely had tracks I wanted to get on. But I think what I was working on around that time,
might have been Big Bro Talk.
I think I was working on Big Bro Talk. So
Okay, so you already had something
I
cooking
had,
at the time.
you feel
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
So him making me and him together linking up for that project, man.
And
was
a lot
just-
of that stuff, like, all right, that's Big Bro Talk. I could hear it, like, no, nigga, you need to
Oh,
keep
it don't
that.
match this
You need to
energy. It
keep
match
that.
this one.
right. Yep, that's it.
Okay. All right. So we got. You haven't dropped the name of the. Wait, you just said Politics as Usual.
Politics as Usual Part 2.
That's the album.
So that's the name of
That's
the
the
album.
album.
Okay.
He's gonna drop a mixtape before the album.
Damn, you got that many songs done?
It's just been coming like that, bro.
Sir, I know y'all work 9 to 5s now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I work 8 to 8, brother. Like it's like I
Yeah, I
never
worked-
get off.
I worked a 6 to 3, got off, laid down for 3 hours, and worked another 4 or 5 hours.
I think we be planning ahead, man. He'll like send me so many packs, like sample packs. I just on my time, I just go in and cut up the beat. So he already got the loop, so he already know what
The
pocket.
general, yeah.
So once I send him the beat back or I pull up and we record, man, it's knocking out. So the song's getting done fast.
Okay, so what's the reasoning to have on a mixtape before the album? Because I know that's for my generation that was the usual. Like drop this mixtape, set the streets on fire,
Yep.
and then the album come out. But now, I mean, not being funny, mixtapes are just as good as albums at this point.
Right.
Nostalgia.
Okay.
The nostalgia of the mixtape, like when it come on, how I feel, how the song doesn't necessarily end, it mixes in
Okay, I like that.
the whole feel of a mixtape. Like when you used to hear that, listen to this track, bitch.
Yeah.
that trapaholic shit. Like you gonna feel like it's goddamn 0809 again. Like and
So does-
Jeezy just dropped.
So is the mixtape done as well?
Nah, we just started that bad boy. But when I tell you, it's cooked. Like
Everything, the production is done.
Okay.
Like, and this what we got left with just pre-production. So once we get into post, man, we putting everything mixtape wise, but he already got the songs wrote, man. So the beats made. So like the first 2 songs we cut.
were like that, and they were fun as fuck too. Like that first one, we
This
just
is like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So what's going to differentiate the mixtape from the album? Is it going to have a different feel to it, or is it going to be like a continuation of the mixtape?
the mixtape gritty. It's gonna have some. It's gonna have it's some more feel to it, like Griselda-ish.
Okay.
I give it.
Y'all give off the team feeling gives off Griselda.
Right.
I ain't want to say that because I like to talk about the person I'm talking about, but I feel what you're saying. Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, it's just gonna feel like that type of.
Okay.
I think
if
we
you're
really
a real hip hop fan.
So you gonna drop singles from the mixtape as well, or just from the album?
It's gonna be like a mini movie. So
The mixtape is okay.
Everything really just gonna be it's playing like a movie. So like the songs that he doing, especially that's already been done on the Politics as Usual, they already pre-planned out. So in the meantime, we have to give them a beginning. That's like going into like it's like we wrote a script to a movie. The mixtape he's getting that going. That's the pre. Then here's the post.
Okay.
In between, we campaigning. And everything's just coming along with it. So when he do drop out, they're gonna be very familiar off the mixtape coming in.
Got you. Okay. So the mixtape is your. Let me think. Your mixtape is like Star Wars Volume Part 1, 2, and 3, and the album gonna be 4, 5, and 6.
You feel me?
Exactly. So you're gonna start with young Darth Vader, aka Anakin, and you're gonna transition to bitch, I'm Darth Vader, come fuck with me. I like that. That's dope.
And then have it documented with the visuals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like the visuals really gonna be like mini movies. Not too long, cause people tend to spend
short
nowadays short. So just give them that movie cinematic feel. You know what I'm saying? Cause what we selling is a lifestyle.
Exactly. When I say I work at 8 to 8, bro, I just mean like I don't really work a job. But I work.
Yeah,
you know
obviously you make some kind of income.
I'm never off, so it's just like whatever I say in these songs, I'm really doing that shit.
Okay.
So it's really I just giving you my life. So I'm pulling you. I liken this to the mixtape, to the album, to the hustle and bustle being in the airport trying to figure out your shit. It's so much going on, and then when that motherfucker album drop, it's a smooth takeoff. Yeah, and you know we here.
No turbulence. That's the name of that. Yeah,
it's crazy, man. Like that's just why, like from the airport rentals and all that, man. Just the whole video aspect.
It sounds conceptual.
It's about to take you on a flight, man. Okay. So but in the meantime, we gotta let you know. You know what I mean? Like
we grinding to get
to that flight.
Okay. So. With that said, can I get your socials and everything? We got, like I said, you got the mixtape coming. You got the album coming.
Right.
We got the visuals. Let me know I can come on out there. I just want to be nosy and look at y'all do the video. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
Do y'all have a team page as well as individual social media pages, or?
We got the Generational Music. It's Wolfpack 864.
Okay.
You'll find all of our artist stuff on there, updates about them, whatever they got new, dropping some freestyle sometimes the battles, because 2 of our artists are battle rapping.
Wait, which 2 artists battle rap?
Cook and Bug, and they are cold.
Who's Bug? You talking about T-Boogie?
Roll Runner Boogie.
Yeah.
He on social media, man. What was his last battle?
Does he battle on SEBL? Oh, I'm doing an interview with them next weekend. Yeah. That's my peoples. Okay, what do y'all think about the battles? See, now you got me asking more shit.
Well, we lyrical, so
that's what I'm saying.
I love it. I love it, man. Like, shout out to Chavis, man, and I remember just going to high school with him, and we had battles in the cafeteria, man. So it's crazy seeing like they took that and now they have their own platform now, bro. It's dope. I love it.
Some of them boys are growing. So
they had Hollow the Don come through. They had a few people. Yeah, they me and Che was working on some stuff on the background. And I made visually produce it.
Right.
Just AV, not the actual event.
That's right.
But we're doing an interview next week with him and his team.
That's right.
Okay, that's dope.
So you know Chavis?
Yeah.
Okay.
We hit the gym a couple times, like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, man. Hell, like you say, small world.
It's small world.
Let me get your socials.
Social media, I'm give you my IG first.
That's all good.
It's Nance 864. Let's see, YouTube.
Okay.
Generational Music. We got Nonchalant Publishing.
Okay.
Global. We got that. Let's see what else.
Is there any weird spelling or it's spelled the way it?
Generational Music. Muzik.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll text you and make sure I get this correct.
Nonchalant. Nonchalant.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but those are my main lines right now.
Okay.
Twitter, T-Nance 864, but I barely be on Twitter,
me
so
too.
you know what I mean.
I feel
But,
like Twitter's for famous people, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
Don't
social
like fuck
justice
about me
shit.
on Twitter.
I don't really be on it too much.
Black Twitter when somebody done a Karen something. done
Yeah.
do that.
They don't change up some stuff too. A lot of people losing their blue checks.
And now you can pay for them, apparently.
That shit crazy.
I ain't paying for no goddamn blue
Nah.
check. It ain't that deep to me.
Keep it a
straight.
big. Niggas, I'm from the marketing side. Niggas been paying for them the whole time.
I believe
you just had to go through a third party. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Now you pay directly.
That's why you can buy it, because they're like, niggas, Ditto is eating. Oh, I didn't mean to drop the website. But that website was eating, bro.
Yeah, they got a lot of connections too, especially with like, man, listen, videos and all, man.
Hey, I'm just saying. You got some more shows to drop, good sir?
Oh shit, man! It's IG. I don't never really be on IG like that. I'm not very vain, but I know I'm about to be. I'm about to start showing y'all what the fuck going on, what a nigga doing day to day. So it's IG is Shooter Set for Life, and that's the same thing on Facebook. So just
Okay.
follow me, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. I really appreciate your time.
Appreciate you.
And thank you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate rocking with you.
Anytime.
For sure. We're getting up out of here. Peace.
All right, man. Peace.